Allergic reactions diverse from pet allergy to wild allergies. Dust and mold sometimes induce allergic asthma. And also in this season, we have lots of patients with hay fever against cedar pollen. Also recently, COVID vaccination sometimes cause severe allergic reactions to the patient. Also, drugs and some foods sometimes cause severe diarrhea or suffocations. These are acute reactions, and type 1 allergy is involved in the mechanism. Type 1 allergy is divided into 2 steps. At the first step, some allergen get into our body, and then APC, including macrophages, processed allergen, and the information about allergen transmit to B cells through helper T cells. Then activated the B cells produce immunoglobulin E, IgE. After that, IgE bind to the surface of mast cell. In this stage, mast cell get ready to react to allergen. At the second steps, re-entry of allergen into our body bind to the IgEs. After that, histamine granules released, and also leukotriene synthesis begins. These chemical mediators induce allergic reaction in our body. These reactions can be found in our body, including eyes, nose, respiratory system, skin, and digestive tracts. In respiratory systems, wheezing is a typical reaction in allergic asthma, and also the carrier is itchy skin reaction. Also, sneezing and rhinorrhea are typical symptoms in nose allergies. Moreover, conjunctivitis can be found in allergic eye disease. These are acute symptoms, but sometimes wheezing and nose blockage are prolonged for several months or years. In this case, type 4 allergy is involved. Type 4 allergy can be seen in contact dermatitis in our body. Contact dermatitis are some poison, plant poison, or chemical substances react to our skin protein. After that, skin dendritic cells recognize the skin as an enemy. After that, the information of dendritic cells transmit to memory helper T cells. Finally, memory helper T cells, cytotoxic T cells, and macrophages release cytokines. These cytokines induce lesion, inflammation, and edema in our skin. These are basic mechanisms of type 4 allergic reaction. Against these type 1 and 4 allergies, I'd like to introduce the solution, Perrashield. Perrashield is a shield of Perilla fluorescens, which is cultivated in Japan, China, and Korea. There are 2 types of leaves. One is green leaf, and the other one is purple. These are both are edible leaves. And also, seeds contain huge amount of oil, including alpha-linolenic acid, which is considered as a healthy cooking oil. Vanilla leaves are quite common in Japanese food. Green leaves are used for onigiri, rice ball, sushi, and sashimi. On the other hand, red leaves are used for shiso juice and traditional Japanese salty pickled plant, umeboshi. So in 1997, we have launched a pear seed extract with anti-allergic effect. This extract was patented in the States and Japan. We have 4 types of forms, including powder form, water-soluble powder, liquid, and oils. The active ingredient for anti-allergic reaction of pear seed extract is flavonoids and rosmarinic acid. Flavonoids is consisting of luteolin, glycerol, and apigenin. These are strong antioxidants which capture activated oxygen. From this slide, I'd like to show you about the anti-allergic mechanism of pear seed extract. And then I'd like to introduce about clinical efficacy of pear seed extract. Firstly, histamine release or leukotrienes synthesis are crucial for type 1 allergic reaction. So we firstly examine the effect of anti-type 1 allergic effect of pear seed extract. In this study, we evaluated the anti-histamine release effect of pear seed extract. As a result, pear seed extract dose-dependently suppressed histamine release flow from mast cells with IC50 value 50 microgram. And also, active ingredient luteolin strongly suppressed histamine release with IC50 value 1 microgram. Then we examined the effect of pear seed compounds against leukotriene synthesis. As you can see, these compounds dose-dependently suppressed enzyme activities, including 5 and 12 lipoxygenase. Among these compounds, especially luteolin strongly suppressed these enzymatic actions. These are summary of inhibitory activities of polyphenol of pear seed against leukotriene synthesis. As you can see, luteolin has the strongest activity against leukotriene release. Then we evaluated the effect of pear seed extract against type 4 allergy. These were photographs of contact dermatitis. These slides show the severe skin redness and edema, and we can also see the itchy skin or redness of palms. We used mouse type 4 allergic model and evaluated the effect of parachute extract. In this experiment, we put topically applied oxazolone, which induce severe type 4 allergic reaction to the mouse ear. As you can see, by type 4 allergic reaction, skin inflammation and thickness of epidermis can be found. In this experiment, we gave parachute extract for 2 weeks. As a result, parachute extract significantly suppressed ear inflammation, about 40%. And then we compared the efficacy of active ingredient luteolin with antioxidant NGGA or anti-inflammatory medicine ketoproline. As a result, luteolin has found to have strong anti-type 4 allergic effect, which is stronger than anti-inflammatory medicine. Moreover, we used another inflammation model in mouse to evaluate the effect of parachute extracts. We used TPA, which is a typical inflammation inducer to induce severe edema in mouse ear. We gave, in this model, we gave parachute extracts the same method previously I mentioned. As a result, oral administration or topical application of parachute extract significantly suppressed ear edema. And also, surprisingly, topical application of luteolin strongly suppressed ear edema. So we found that parachute extract and active ingredient luteolin had strong type 4 allergic effect and anti-inflammatory effect. Based on these basic evidences, we conducted clinical trial of parachute extract. In this slide, I'm showing the blood IgE levels in subject. As you can see, serum IgE levels in patient with rhinitis or asthma are higher, 10 times higher than healthy subjects. Moreover, the IgE levels in atopic dermatitis patients are 100 times higher than healthy subjects. So, serum IgE level is a good biomarker to evaluate the severity of allergy. So, we firstly evaluated the serum IgE level of 2 subjects. In this study, we gave 150 or 100 milligrams of parachute extract to 2 subjects and determined the serum immunoglobulins level. As a result, as you can see, parachute extract administration strongly reduced the serum IgE levels by 2 or 4 weeks ingestion. However, after stopping ingestion of parachute extract, serum IgE levels gradually recovered. So from this experiment, pear seed extract has a reductive effect against IgE level by curing type 1 allergy. We have conducted another clinical trial using the subject with hay fever. In this study, we gave 100 to 150 milligrams of pear seed extract for 2 weeks and evaluated the hay fever symptom scores. As a result, about 70% of subjects, in 70% of subjects, stuffy nose and the number of nose blowing were improved by pear seed extract. Also, in 40 to 50% of subjects, sneezing, itchy eyes, and skin were improved. Here's another clinical trial data. In this study, we gave 20 milligrams of luteolin for the subject with right hay fever for 8 weeks and evaluated the score of rhino and conjunctivitis scores. As a result, itchy eyes score was significantly improved by 8-week ingestion of luteolin. So from these studies, pear seed extract and active ingredient luteolin have significant clinical efficacy against type 1 allergies. This is a summary of my summary of efficacy of pear seed extract. Pear seed extract suppressed leukotriene synthesis and mast cell degranulation in type 1 allergy, and also it strongly suppressed contact dermatitis in type 4 allergy model. Also, clinically, pear seed extract suppressed serum IgE and allergic symptom scores. Finally, I'd like to show you some finished products using our pear seed extracts. These are candies or tablet declaring anti-hay fever effect using our pear seed extract. Also, these are tablets or beverage using our pear seed extract. These are also for hay fever. These are tablets and soft capsule using our pear seed extract. These are pet foods, chewing gum and gummies, because pear seed also has diminishing effect against oral bacteria. So the extract is also contained in dental rinses and toothpaste. Also, these are toothpaste. Also, pear seed is used for cosmetics, including clinic products. This is the final my presentation of pear seed extract. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shimoda, for the great presentation. If there's any questions from the ground, from the floor, participants may actually bring up the questions at the Q&A button in the navigation. Then we'll bring up the question in a short while. Right. If there's any question, you guys can type at the Q&A button in the configuration. Then we'll answer your questions at the end of the session. Right. Thank you so much, Dr. Shimoda. Right. Moving forward, I will be presenting more on ElegiGo, in which we use perilla seed extract as our main ingredient to target on allergy. Basically, ElegiGo is an all-natural allergy relief supplement, which we use perilla seed extract as our main ingredient to target on allergy relief. Right. There's no national registry or a database in which Malaysian collect to know roughly estimate what are the statistics of allergy cases in Malaysia. However, there was this study being done by one of the researchers, and it stated that estimated about 30% of Malaysians have some form of allergies. So allergy basically affects mainly two parts of the body. One is the skin, and second would be the nasal passageway. Right, so during an allergic reaction, the immune system in general makes and release certain chemicals, so namely the immunoglobulin E, which is IgE, histamine, and leukotrienes, which is also highlighted in Dr. Shimoda's slide earlier. Right, so it is the release of this chemical that causes the allergic reaction, such as our skin rashes, sneezing, blocked nose, swollen eyes, or cough. Right. So what are the common symptomatic treatments for allergy? It includes antihistamines, nasal decongestants, intranasal steroids, steroidal creams. They are mainly to target to block the effects of histamine in your body or reduce symptoms caused by an allergic reaction. Some common issues with allergy treatments include sleepy, drowsiness, dependency. But of course, I do understand with the advance of technology, there are also treatments which does not cause such an issue of sleepy or drowsiness. So what are the wonders of ElegiGo towards allergy is that it is able to target both sinusitis and skin allergy. So how does ElegiGo help? First, with a perilla seed extract of 180 milligram, as explained by Dr. Shimoda earlier, it is able to inhibit the 5-lipoxygenase enzymatic activity, which consequently reduce production of inflammatory leukotrienes. So as shown by Dr. Shimoda's slide earlier, that perilla seed extract actually helps improvement in terms of the allergy symptoms after administration of the extract for 2 weeks. Then it also helps to decrease allergic reaction by controlling the blood levels of IgE and histamine. So this is also shown by the slides from Dr. Shimoda earlier. There is a 36% decrease in serum IgE level. And it has shown that after discontinuation of 2 weeks, it has the IgE level increased back, in which they also did another part where that it shows 34% decrease of IgE level after 4 weeks of perilla seed extract administration. So we have also added 500 milligram of quercetin, which helps prevent immune cells from releasing histamines. And quercetin is also an antioxidant flavonoid which prevents damage to body caused by free radicals which are produced in large amounts during inflammation process of allergic reaction. So this is a study which shows the effects of repeated oral intake of a quercetin containing supplement on allergic reaction. So in the study, it is done on subjects 32 to 78 years old with allergic symptoms. They are given 200 milligram of quercetin daily for 4 weeks, And they have evaluated the outcome through the Japanese rhinoconjunctivitis quality of life questionnaire, which includes allergic symptoms such as eye itching, sneezing, nasal discharge, and sleep disorder, which has shown significantly improvement in the quercetin-containing supplement group compared with the placebo group. So generally, this is how a skin allergy reaction pathway would happen. So first of all, the allergen will be taken up by immune cells, which activates a downstream signaling molecules of the thymus stromal lymphoprotein, high mobility group of protein, HMBG1, and the signal transducer and activity transcription pathway. So this downstream activation of signaling molecules then alters the balance between the T helper cell 1 and Th2 cell, which encourage the production of cytokine, chemokines, and pro-inflammatory factors, which then causes these atopic dermatitis-like skin lesions. So what does quercetin do is it downregulates the danger signaling molecules of all these top part, which then inhibits the remaining Th1 and Th2 balance, as well as the cytokines, chemokines, and pro-inflammatory factors production. So we have also added bromelain, which helps in terms of reducing the nasal swelling and pain, as well as breaking up and helping to expel the mucus. So this study is done to show the efficacy and tolerability of bromelain in patients with chronic rhinosinusitis. So they are given bromelain tablet for 3 months, and it has shown that the treatment with bromelain tablets improve total symptom scores, total rhinoscopy scores, and sinonasal outcome tests on average. We have also added vitamin C, which has anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, and it also acts as a natural mild antihistamine vitamin. There's also 500 milligrams of vitamin E, mainly due to its powerful antioxidant properties, which helps to calm portion of the immune system that are involved in allergic reaction. It also helps to reduce inflammation, which improve allergy symptoms. It is an effective nutrient known to modulate immune function. So other ingredient targeted for allergy in the market includes astragalus. It works on only one pathway, which is increasing the interferon to suppress mast cell function, including histamine release. It is relatively new on the use for allergy. It requires more study, and it's targeted on mainly the nasal passageway. We also have horseradish. Horseradish mainly it's because of its antioxidant property and antibacterial properties, and targeted mainly on nasal passageway as well. So ElegiGo is pineapple flavored, and the color is bright yellow. It's actually natural from the quercetin flower itself. How to take it is to dilute with water or direct consume from the sachet. It is suggested to have 1 sachet daily before or after meal should be fine. Right, so all in all, ElegiGo exhibits a few special properties in which we target both nasal and skin. It is antihistamine, anti-inflammation, antioxidant, and also provides anti-swelling properties. So here are some testimonials that we have on skin allergies by our customers, as well as sinuses, which after consuming ElegiGo, it actually helps them improve in terms of skin allergy as well as their sinus issues. So actually, ElegiGo also helps in terms of COVID-19 patients, in which bromelain helps to interrupt the fusion of process of viral and host cell. It helps to decrease inflammation of the lungs, cytokine storm, and the risk of ARDS, as well as to dissolve the thick mucus. So this has also been studied on COVID patients. Quercetin also helps in terms of interfering with the various stages of the COVID replication cycle. And there are also studies to show that, when patients are given quercetin, there is a reduction in terms of frequency and length of hospitalization, and the need of non-invasive oxygen therapy, progression to intensive care units, as well as reducing the number of deaths. So who should we target mainly for ElegiGo is first, patients with chronic recurring rhinitis and sinusitis. And patients with chronic skin allergy, for example, eczema, psoriasis, hives, and dermatitis. But I have to emphasize here that if let's say there are patients with food allergy or acute allergy, ElegiGo would unlikely help them in terms of their condition if they are looking into a fast relief solution. Right. So that is all I have to share on my side for ElegiGo. Is there any question from the ground? Ms. Saka, you would like to bring up some, is there any questions from the attendees that you guys would like to bring up? Saka, we cannot hear, we cannot hear you. Yeah, okay.
Sorry, no, I don't have the question now. It's okay.
Yeah, okay. What about the rest of the participants? What's the minimum age can consume this product? Actually, in terms of, okay, there's a question asking what's the minimum age that can consume this product. We actually recommend for 12 years old and above to consume it. However, if let's say children below 12 years old, probably about 6 years old to 12 years old would like to try to consume it, we suggest to take a half sachet of the ElegiGo. There's another question asking if a 3-year-old can take it. Well, I wouldn't suggest for a 3-year-old to take it. We'll try to keep a minimum age of 6 years old and above to take ElegiGo. So 6 years old to 12 years old is half sachet, and 12 years and above they can consume as per adult dosage, which is 1 sachet per day. Can G6PD patient take this supplement? Yes, it is safe for G6PD patient to consume ElegiGo to help with their allergy issue. Do you have any more questions from the ground? One of the more common issues that we face among retailers or customers is that a lot of I think customers when they are facing with allergy is that they would like to have a fast relief of the symptoms. So we do have a role in explaining this function of ElegiGo to the customers is that it's a herbal combination, herbal supplement in which it takes time for the effect to take place, right? So for chronic sufferers of allergy like sinusitis, they might have it every morning, like the sneezing or the itchy nose and itchy eyes. So for all these customers, you can actually tell them to take it for maybe 1 to 2 months, and they might see in terms of the reduction of their symptoms like their itchy eyes, itchy nose, or even their sneezing. So it doesn't provide a fast relief, but it's more of a long-term consumption, roughly about 1 to 2 months for them to see the effect. It might not reduce completely from maybe 5 times to 0 times, but sometimes the frequency might reduce from maybe once a week, maybe 5 to 6 times a week to 3 to 4 times a week, or even their intensity of the symptoms might also reduce after consuming ElegiGo supplement to help them in terms of the allergy relief. Do you have any more questions? Actually, I would like to ask Dr. Shimoda, or maybe Ms. Saka can answer this. Is perilla seed extract safe for consumption for pregnant and all breastfeeding women? Is it safe for them to consume?
Yeah, I think it's safe because perilla seeds traditionally used for food. So, and also major compound in perilla seed is polyphenol and some oil component. So I think it's safe for use of pregnant or women in maternity stage.
Okay, right. What about children consumption of the perilla seed extract? Is there any restriction to how old, how young can they take?
Yeah.
How old children? How young can they start taking perilla seed extract?
I think it's safe older than 6 or 7 years old, especially the elementary school students, age 6, 7 or more. It's safe, I think.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
I think that it contains no toxic or harmful material, ingredient in pear seed. So basically you don't have to care about abnormal effects for children and elderly patient, I think.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Shimoda. Right. Since there is no further question from the ground, actually, in conjunction of this ElegiGo webinar, we would like to extend to our retailers who are present today. For each pharmacy that is, for each retailer who has participated in our webinar for today, we would like to sponsor at least 2 customers or maybe staff who has been suffering from skin allergy or sinusitis or rhinitis for a long term to try on our ElegiGo supplement. This is subject to approval from our team. So you guys can get in contact with our salesperson, right? Pass your contact to the salesperson, and our R&D team will get in contact with you to just check on the symptoms to see or not whether or not it is suitable for us to give you to try on our ElegiGo supplements and to see whether it helps in terms of the improvement of these symptoms. So each retailer would be given two free participants lah. Right, so you guys can get in contact with the salesperson. Okay, right. Thank you so much, Dr. Shimoda, Ms. Saka, for joining us today and also giving a thorough explanation of the perilla seed extract towards allergy. And thank you so much to all the attendees for sparing your time today to join our webinar.